giving yourself clarity externally, you're going to give yourself clarity internally to help better manage your emotions. But I don't want to speak about the generic stuff. I want to speak about the real stuff. What is happening, guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Cash Talks, the place where you guys get to become the best version of yourselves. So, you know those days when you're just like, I really don't want to get out of bed today, and you're like, this is one of the worst days that you're going through. Yeah, this video is about that. This video is about what to do when you're feeling down. And obviously, everyone has those days when they're feeling down. It could be for a day, it could be for a week, it can be even for a few months. I want you to know before I start this video that it is completely normal to feel down. Everyone goes through it. Trust me when I say this. And if someone says that they never feel down, they're lying. You need to remember that it's okay and it's very, very normal. What's not normal is not doing anything about it. So what if I told you there was a way to solve all of these days by implementing systems in your life to help you have less of the days and help cope better when you do have those days? That's what I'm going to be going through in this video. Happiness requires work. That is a fact of life we need to accept. See, our minds are built for survival. They're not built to be happy, to be blissful, to be in any of these higher conscious states. They're built for avoid pain, go towards pleasure. And that's why on the days we feel down, we tend to just indulge in all these pleasures like eating junk food, sleeping in late, binge watching TV, scrolling loads. So these systems are gonna require work, but I promise you it is so worth it in the end. I will be making a video about actual tips and tricks to pick yourself up on a specific day, but this video is more about solving the root of that problem and giving you more of a framework around your life to help have less of these days. So let's get straight to it. So there's tons of different reasons as to why you could be feeling down. But what I want to specifically focus on is managing your emotions. So these systems are going to help you have a better state of mind to then better manage your emotions. The first tip I want to speak about, which will help you better your state of mind, is the environment that you're in. I don't literally mean the environment that you see. See, most books and articles that you read or videos that you watch are going to say things like, light some candles, or stick a nice poster in your room. In which case, of course, these are very, very helpful. One specific thing that they do mention, and I do want to make clear, is that they say clean your room. Definitely clean your room. Because by giving yourself clarity externally, you're going to give yourself clarity internally to help better manage your emotions. But I don't want to speak about the generic stuff. I want to speak about the real stuff, the stuff that actually impacts us. So I'm going to ask you the question. What's on your newsfeed? What kind of TV shows are you watching? What kind of music are you listening to? What are your friends like? We need to remember that our environment is everything that feeds our mind, and we take in everything into our subconscious mind. And when it affects our subconscious mind negatively, it may not impact us there and then, but it will impact us in some other way on another day, especially on the days when we're feeling down and our minds are most weak. See, you need to go through your environment and assess it one by one and analyze, does this benefit my emotions or does it negatively impact it? Because we need to protect our subconscious mind as much as possible. We need to protect what we're feeding it. I can't tell you the number of times that I've had to stop myself from watching TV shows because I've just found that it's just bringing me negative emotions. I've changed my newsfeed so many times. I've had to unfollow so many of these big pages because they find humor in actually depressing topics about life, real life problems. So it's okay to make these changes. I think the biggest problem that we have is that we think it's not normal to change these things about our environment. We think, I shouldn't be changing my friends. I shouldn't be changing my newsfeed. That's a bit too extra. It's not extra. It's very normal. You need to protect your emotion and your state of mind as much as possible in order to bring the best version of yourself out. So the next point I want to speak about is your routine, and more specifically, your morning routine. Oh my God, I can't tell you how much this has helped me in my life. I used to never have a morning routine. I'm telling you this now. When I was back at uni, I used to wake up around 11 o'clock late on a good day, sometimes 2 o'clock, obviously. 11 o'clock on a good day, and then I'd spend 20 to 30 minutes scrolling through Instagram, another 10 minutes maybe through Twitter, another 10 minutes maybe through Facebook, easily 30 to 45 minutes just scrolling. Then I'd roll out of bed, brush my teeth, shower, etc., have some breakfast, and then just figure out what I was going to do with the day. A morning routine like that is never going to set yourself up in the right mood for the day. When I spoke about systems, I literally meant a system. See, a morning routine is a very specific system that will set your mind up. What it does is it tells your body and your subconscious mind that you are active, that you are ready for today, and it gives you that boost that you need in the morning. If you want me to make a video about specific morning routines that can actually benefit you, let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to make one. But in this video, I'm just going to speak about the benefits of it. When you make a morning routine, you are taking control of the day. You are telling your body and your mind and your subconscious mind that today I have control over my emotions. And this is what I mean. When you have better control of your emotions, you can have fewer days of feeling down, or even just better cope with those days of feeling down. You need to remember, when you're making this morning routine, customize it to you. That is one key thing I need to get out there. I see a lot of guys who will look at a morning routine that someone else has and be like, oh, I should do that. But that person is geared better than you are for having that morning routine. You need to assess, what do you want from life? What do you want from your mood? Is it gratitude you need to seek? Is it meditation? Is it exercise in the morning? It could be all of them, but the point is you need to assess accordingly and be honest with yourself before making this routine. And remember, it is a work in progress, because you're not going to get a perfect morning routine every single day for the rest of your life. You're going to have drop-offs. But what I strongly suggest is you go away, you map out exactly what you would like your morning routine to look like, your ideal morning routine. And then what you do is you try one day of it. You assess, how do I feel? If you feel good, that will then motivate you to try it for the next day. And you keep going. Try it for 1 week. Don't tell yourself, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, because automatically your brain is going to get too scared and demotivate you. So you need to take things slow. Try a day, try a week, try a month, and you're going to have drop-offs. Remember that, but don't beat yourself up too much about it. And the next point is exercise. Okay, I know I said I don't like generic stuff, and I know exercise sounds like such a generic topic, but I need to explain to you the benefits that you are going to bring to your life when you actually start to exercise. See, they did a study. They assessed 1.2 million people. They made a group of those people exercise for 30 to 60 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week. What they found is that those people who exercised had 43% less days of feeling crap. 43%, that's basically almost 50% less days of feeling down. That is a no-brainer. Obviously, exercise, you're going to have half the amount of days of feeling down just by exercising. So definitely exercise. And what they even found was that those who were previously diagnosed with depression, they found even fewer days of feeling down with exercise. More than half. You know, there was actually a professor in Boston University. He said, to not exercise when you are feeling down is like not taking an aspirin when your head hurts. And that just shows how important exercise is for just bettering your mood. And now, obviously, some of you are going to say, oh, I don't have time to exercise, or just too long to exercise. And fine. Okay, hands up. I was the same. But you can actually exercise just by doing house chores. They found those who actually did house chores in that study, they still had fewer days of feeling down. So it's still going to help whatever activity you do. And that moves me on to my next point. The next point is something I like to call the power of doing. See, when you are active, when you are doing, you will be so much more better with your emotions. A lot of people, when they're feeling down, they'll decide, okay, I just want to sleep all day, I don't want to do anything, and whatever. And it's genuinely just that pleasure mechanism in our brain. When you decide against that and you start getting productive and you start doing, you'll be feeling a lot better about yourself because you feel productive. Just the subconscious thing. Like when you feel productive in the day, you definitely feel better about yourself. And that's what exactly you need to do, specifically on those days when you're feeling down, and also on the days that you're not feeling down, to stop yourself from starting to feel down. When you are productive, when you have something going, when you have a purpose to what you are doing, an intention behind it, you will feel so much better about your mood. And now this next point I want to speak about is the power of introspection. Introspection. All right. Introspection is the most powerful thing that has changed my life. When you are able to sit down and reflect just for a minute. You don't even need to sit down. I'm going to be honest. I don't introspect by sitting down. I introspect just in my moments where I'm chilling by myself, and I'll just think to myself, am I feeling good about this, or am I not feeling good about this? Why am I feeling this way? What has caused me to feel this way? How am I feeling today compared to yesterday when I did X, Y, and Z? Did this impact my mood? Yes or no? Ask yourselves these type of questions and I promise you'll start to find the answer as to why you may be feeling down on certain days. I'll give you my example. I found me waking up late and going to sleep late was a big factor in me feeling down for some days. That's why I implemented my morning routine. I also found that when I didn't meditate on a day, I felt most down that day. So I had to make sure that every single morning I need to meditate. So I implemented that into my morning routine. I then found that my newsfeed, I was getting a lot entered into my subconscious mind through these memes and through these big pages. So I decided, let me just unfollow them. I also decided, okay, there are certain friends who are bringing negative energy into my life. They are impacting my state of mind and lowering it to a lower state of consciousness. So I decided, let me avoid these types of people and find better friends. And naturally that uplifted my state of mind and I was better able to deal with my emotions as things went on. My point being, you need to sit down and analyze yourself. I feel like we aren't taught this stuff in school, so someone needs to say it. You need to get to know you. You need to figure out what you like, what you don't like, what hurts you, what doesn't hurt you, what helps you, what doesn't help you, and then make strategic actions accordingly. And now there is one more point, and that is about managing your mind. I really want to speak about this in a lot more depth, about managing our thoughts and overthinking patterns and all negative emotions associated with that. But there's just not enough time. So hit the subscribe button, comment down below if you're ready to hear that video, because I'm going to be releasing that in the coming future. And if you really, really like this video, oh my God, please just like the video, man. Like, I'm begging you. It's just a little like. That's what it is. Little like. Just like it. Like it. All right. And follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be releasing like loads of other videos. I don't like to speak about a topic for too long, so I like releasing these like 1-minute videos about something specific, whether it's like a meditation technique or whether it's something like a personal habit technique that's helped me. I release all that stuff on my Instagram along with all these quotes and along with memes and gifs. So change your newsfeed by following me, Cash Talks _. Catch you later, guys. Cash Talks is out.